Um, in a sense, what India has suffered is very unique. You will notice that the only pre-Bronze Age culture that has survived till today, only one, is us, is India. Every other pre-Bronze Age culture was wiped out, most of them violently. Most of them, they didn't just disappear, they were actually massacred. Egypt, Pharaonic Egypt, the Greco-Roman culture, they were all pagans, they were idol worshipping. Celtic culture, which was in UK, where I am right now. Central American culture, Incas, Mayas, Mesopotamian culture, they were all wiped out. The Assyrian culture. There were over the last 1500 to 2000 years, there was a tide of history. And two groups largely, Europeans and Turks, essentially. European Christians and Turkic Muslims. Massacred almost every ancient civilization out of existence. तो जो उत्तर भारत में जो देखने को मिलता है, North India, temples destroyed, and you find that in Europe as well, all ancient temples, ancient pagan temples, Greco-Roman, Celtic, Nordic, all destroyed. You find their ruins everywhere. In Egypt, some of the Sphinx, I mean, when I'd gone out there, how did the nose, how did other parts of the Sphinx break? Because a Turkic general who conquered Egypt said this is an idol and it's wrong and they need to be destroyed. So he put cannons to blast them. This horrific violence happened across the entire world. Today's Egyptians don't feel any pain for what happened to their ancestors because their memory has been reset. Those old gods are forgotten, old temples are destroyed, their entire culture has changed. You've seen now in a computer, you can just format the entire memory of the RAM and ROM, of the hard disk, and then start all over again, and everything that is old in the computer is forgotten. That's what happened in Egypt. That's what happened in Rome. That's what happened in Greece. That's what happened in UK. The Celtic culture is forgotten. That's what happened in the Nordic countries. That's what happened in Central America. That's what happened. We are told that the Africans were all barbarians. Not true. Great Zimbabwe was one of the greatest civilizations of ancient and medieval time. All forgotten, all destroyed. Mesopotamian, Gilgamesh, all destroyed. But India, we still survived. Our ancestors kept fighting and we survived. What is the result of that? Many of the descendants of, and like the Italians today, don't feel any pain of what happened to the temples of Jupiter or Venus. They don't feel any pain. They go to those destroyed ruins and they see it as, they're the descendants of those people. Actual blood descendants. They don't feel any pain. Because like I said, in the computer, memory has been reset. Greece, you go to the temples of Apollo. I, as a Hindu, went out there and I felt pain because they were also like us, pagans. But the modern Greeks don't necessarily feel pain when they go out there. Same with the Celts, same with others. Their memory has been reset. India is the only pre-Bronze Age culture which survived, which means our memory has not been reset. We still feel the pain of what Mahmud Ghazni did, or what Alauddin Khilji did, or what Aurangzeb did, or what Babur did, of what Dalhousie did, of what Robert Clive did. We feel the pain till today. Does that mean we have the right to commit crimes today against who could be descendants of those ancestors, matlab modern Turks and modern Europeans? No, that is not right. That's not what our ancestors will tell us. But does that mean we shouldn't even acknowledge the pain that is a part of our heritage? If I'm a Shaivite, if I go to Kashi Vishwanath Ji, the original Kashi Vishwanath Ji was destroyed by Aurangzeb. You all know that. There's a mosque out there. You can Google the message. It has nothing to do with Muslims today. I'm not saying that. But I can feel pain for what happened. And like I said, other nations don't feel their pain because their entire culture has been formatted. It's destroyed. Everything is gone. Like in a computer, new software has been installed. New software is not installed. We still have 10,000-year-old software that's still with us, which remembers the pain of what happened in the last 1,000 to 1,200 years. This is a very complex issue, and we Indians need to talk about it so that we can make peace with it. One of our biggest mistakes I think we Indians have made in the last 70 years is saying that this subject is too painful, don't talk about it. Just pretend कि कुछ हुआ ही नहीं. Just pretend कि भाई औरंगजेब तो बहुत अच्छा आदमी था, अलाउद्दीन खिलजी बहुत अच्छा आदमी था. Bollywood has added to the confusion because many of us think Alauddin Khilji looked like Ranveer Singh or Razia Sultan looked like Hema Malini and they spoke in Urdu, which is not true. They did not look like Indians. Akbar did not look like Hrithik Roshan. Okay, to us they would have looked Chinese because they were from Central Asia. The Turks were from Central Asia. They did not speak Urdu, they spoke Turkic. हमको कुछ समझ में नहीं आता कि वो क्या बोल रहे हैं. They were as foreign as the British were foreign. But they committed horrific crimes. Horrific crimes. We have to speak of it and make our peace with it. And realize that it has nothing to do with people today. But pretending that those problems didn't exist, all that will do is push poison underground, where it will come out in negative ways. However, the risk in having this conversation is that it can lead to hatred. That is not good. So I suggest this to all who are Shiv Bhakts. Like our God who pulled out, you know the story of the Sagar Manthan, right? Yeah, the Sagar Manthan, the churning of the ocean. Yeah, yes. When the Devas and the Asuras banded together to churn the ocean. And at the end, of course, Amrit came, Kamdhenu came, so many blessings of the universe came. But right at the beginning, what came? Poison, halahal. So any process of change, and the Sagar Manthan is in a way metaphorical. Any process of change will lead to some good, but there'll also be some poison that will emerge. And like Lord Shiva drank up that poison, all of us Shiv Bhakts should drink up that poison. We should speak of this, but speak in a calm way. Speak the honest truth of what happened, but realize it has nothing to do with people today and make our peace with our history. We have not made peace with our history, which is why you see negative incidents today, because we have not made peace with our history. What Indians suffered for the last 1,000 to 1,200 years is like the Jewish Holocaust times 100 or 500. And we don't even speak of it, which is why there is so much poison in the society. We have to speak of it, but calmly, gently, no poison, no hatred, and realize that it has nothing to do with people today.